Well, hello YouTube. Here we are with a little bit of a unboxing and first look video. In front of us here we have a Canon PowerShot sx610 HS camera. This here camera I picked up to replace my current vlogging camera. Of course, I've been using that one for 3 years, and well, it's time for an upgrade. Of course, this camera here is definitely an upgrade compared to the one that I was using. All in all, it should be an interesting camera. It does have some improvements, as well as some of the reviews are very positive. There are some concerns, but over time I'm sure those concerns will be addressed. So of course, obviously, when you take a tour on the box, you have product code, UPC code, the color of the camera itself. The box is very appealing color-wise, design-wise, graphic-wise. So of course, tearing her on open. This is the first time I've had this camera box open myself. So of course, first of all, you see the Canon limited warranty card. There is a 1-year warranty. There is a 1-year warranty, so fill her on out if you want. This one here looks like it's a user manual. You can download an electronic one if you want. There's an online photo album that you can get 10 gigabytes free of storage if you register online. Of course, you got the battery charger here. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this charger is interchangeable with other Canon chargers of similar, but it looks pretty close to my original camera. You have a wrist strap here, and of course the item that you guys are waiting for, the camera itself. So let's pop her out of the plastic. Full HD, 20.2 megapixels, 18 times optical zoom. It's a very nice feel, very light feel compared to the other camera. It should be an interesting unit. So of course, let's pop the battery in her and see if there's a bit of a charge. Now it does take your standard SD or SDHC card, which is nice. You don't have to monkey around with the little micro SD cards. Now, for those of you that are familiar with Canon products, there's the PowerShot sx610 HS. This was the vlogging camera that I have been using since 2013. I purchased this here camera to replace the 520 HS that basically gave up on me. Compared size-wise, it is thinner, which is good, and even with the battery in it, the added weight, it is still lighter than the previous camera. Thickness, they're pretty much thinner going all the way around. The tripod mount, 1/4-inch bolt mount, is in about the same location on both cameras. They probably share, some of the family heritage, which definitely is a good thing. So of course, transfer the old memory card over. The battery out of the new Canon is an NB6LH. The battery out of the old Canon is an NB6L. It looks like we have ourselves a 3.7 volt, which is current between both of them, as well as 940 milliamp on the old battery, 1060 milliamp on the new one. Looks like we have a 3.5 watt hour lithium ion and a 4 watt hour lithium ion. So this battery is larger and pretty much better all the way around. Now I'll have to do some research online to see if I can put the battery interchanges between them. Because last thing you want to do is damage your brand new camera by putting a battery in something where it doesn't need to go. So now we got the memory card and battery in there. Pretty much hit the on button. Wants you to set the date on the camera. So of course for this purpose we'll just hit menu and skip this, and then pretty much there we go. Now it has your standard Canon menu and things like that. The way the lens zooms out on both these cameras are very, very similar. However, this one here retracts, or it's in back set a little bit more, so it doesn't quite look quite as intrusive when you're looking at it. So pretty much, guys, I'll go to a still photo here, and we'll discuss some of the features. Okay guys, so here we go. A bit of a brief overview of this here camera. 2.2 megapixel high sensitivity CMOS sensor. Records in full 1080p video at 30 frames per second. 18 times optical zoom. Wi-Fi and NFC connectivity. Slim profile makes it easy to carry with you. It is definitely slimmer. Apparently it does have an auto zoom feature. Kind of helps you keep whatever you're shooting in focus. That might be a hindrance. We'll have to see how that all turns out. Some of the specifications, obviously the sensor is CMOS, 21.1 megapixels. Of course it only uses 20.2 for the effective pixels. 18 times optical zoom, 4 times digital zoom. It does have a focus lock. Focus range is 5 centimeters to infinity. Focus length is 4.5 to 81 millimeters. It is a wide angle lens, so it should shoot a bit wider than the current camera. There is no swivel LCD, meaning that basically it's a fixed screen. It doesn't really move. And it's not a touch screen, so in a way that is a good thing. It does have a built-in flash. Now, some of the online reviews say that the flash might fail to function if you do get grit in the flash itself. So try to keep that area of the camera clean. It does have portrait mode, does have auto mode, and does have night mode. And this one here does have a macro mode, which should be interesting for close-up photography. It does have in-camera effects for red eye removal, a black and white feature, and a sepia feature as well. Other in-camera effects is it has fisheye effect, miniature effect, toy camera effect, super vivid, and poster effect. There is no internal memory, so that's why it does run on the SD or SDHC cards. The still image format is JPEG. Movie file format is MP4. Now it says here that it'll shoot approximately 270 photos before the battery goes dead. Of course that probably varies, depends on how much you use the features, zooming in and out and going through the menus and things like that. Now of course this is not a sports camera, so it's not shockproof, waterproof, freeze-proof, or crush-proof. Treat it like a normal camera and it all should be fine. It weighs 167 grams, so it feels light. It should be okay. Again, there is a 1-year parts and labor warranty on it. So of course, enough boring you with this rundown here. Let's cut a lap outside during the daylight, and then we'll do another one at night, kind of seeing how it responds to various conditions. Okay guys, so here we are in the great outdoors. Just taking a shot across the yard. Just seeing what the audio of the Canon PowerShot sx610 HS's. You know, the video quality, how it stacks up as well. There is a little bit of a wind, so that would probably test out the wind reduction on the microphone. Of course, walking will do the image stabilization test as well. All in all, from what I'm reading online, it should be an upgrade to what, well, it is already. So let's take a photo here. And when you do a photo, the video does stop, which is kind of standard for pretty much every one of these point and shoot cameras that I've owned. Going into the garage, of course, it is a semi-lit area with the window, of course. You know, excuse the mess, it's my summer project. Going past the window into the darker type of area. See how well it adjusts to difference in darkness. Now, of course, by the look of the LCD screen, it adjusts fairly well. I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not. Coming back, of course, through the garage into the light, we'll see how she adjusts to a sudden blast of pretty much full daylight. Well, it seemed to recover pretty well. It seemed to recover fairly well. Now, with previous point and shoot cameras, when you touch the housing, kind of like that, it distorts the audio, and it takes a while for the audio to come back. We'll be able to tell in editing if that was the case. All in all, hopefully the video and audio quality is up to par, because, well, this may turn out to be a decent camera for me. So let's wait till dark. We'll throw a charge on this battery, and then we'll do another lap. Doing a night shot of the Canon PowerShot sx610 HS. Pretty much as you see, basically a fully dark screen. I come down here, and, well, the little light will kick in, kind of like that. It adjusts fairly quickly to different lighting conditions. Let's snap a photo in the dark. So, of course, snapped a photo there in the dark, popped the flash up, and took the photo. Now shooting off of the deck with just the outside light on. It is in a low night mode right now, kind of in auto, so it is doing what it needs to do to get the shot that it needs. Panning back over to where the Silverado is parked. I'm not sure if it's picking the truck up or not, but it is what it is. So let's go back inside. We will review the daylight and nighttime footage, take another look at the camera itself, and away we go. Okay guys, so there we go. Pretty much went outside, cut a lap around in the daylight, as well as a lap around in the dark. Of course, as expected, the nighttime footage was not very good, given the fact that it was dark and I just had the porch light on. The footage was typical for all cameras. Most cameras don't show up well in dark or very low light situations. Well, of course, again, taking another tour. This here is the manual flash button. Basically, you know, slide it down, the flash pops on up. Over here we have the port for the cable to transfer your stuff to your computer, or the little mini USB or HDMI cable, or the little mini HDMI cable, or you can transfer it over, you know, via Wi-Fi, of course. Now, one thing I noticed inside the box, it did not come with the data transfer cable. I guess that's why it is a Wi-Fi camera, so they want you to go wireless. But again, having other cameras, other Canon products, you do have 2 or 3 of those cables kicking around anyway. Now, earlier I said I wasn't sure if the batteries were the same or the chargers were the same. Well, this is the charger from the older 260HS, and this is the charger from the 610. Well, on the back here it says CB-2LY, and this one here is CB-2LY. Pretty much the output's the same and everything matches on up, so it should be okay to, well, cross charge, saving the charger for, you know, at a later date. Now, of course, the batteries do work in both cameras, which is definitely a plus, given the new camera has a larger battery, gives you more of a record time, which definitely is a bonus. I have shot a few more vlogs and videos with this here camera over the last few days, so I do have a little better understanding of the camera than what I did obviously when I first took it out of the box. You can't really do a true review of any camera, you know, on the first time you take it out of the box. You just kind of do a look over on it, a little bit of a once over, and that's basically, well, all you can do. But pretty much, guys, this has been an unboxing, a little bit of a first look and video test of a Canon PowerShot sx610 HS. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.